All right, hi everybody. So, we're having the Wuthering Waves live stream. Almost missed it. I was asleep. Um, so let's take a look at this. And we have some big news today. Ugh.
终端收到了探查无音区的临时小队发过来的信息，他们似乎在无音区发现了些什么。马上查看他们发过来的视频讯息。
Yang Yang. Oh. Hi.
Darkest hours nearing, in silence we drown in. Hear the death draw nigh beneath the shattered heaven. How did our faith turn to tears each night? On the way out, but I don't wanna take it. Buried alive, and we just gotta shake it. Ooh, our feet is sinking, and this time we'll fight it. From up high, they cheer at us rowdy. Burning lands know worth their empathy. But you can be my saving weapon. Strong like thunder, stay together.
Ooh, go Yang Yang.
That I can be your saving light.
Go Miley. Oh, it's so great. Oh boy. Hey. Nice.
Will be the saving light.
I like that. That was pretty cool.
北落也侦测到天空海波动，而且还不止一处。难道是速回也要来了吗？而且这次伴随着那么多的无音区活跃，究竟是要发生什么事情呢？啊，特别通讯已经开始了吗？Hello， 各位漂泊者们好，欢迎收看明朝特别通讯节目。
He's got a CD on his chest.
值班研究员东策划，因为北落也侦测到天空海生成的预兆，研究院的各位都忙着配合夜归军做调查。刚刚相信大家也都看到了，由杨洋等人组成的临时小队，成功阻止了一次无音区危机。不愧是我们实力强劲的共鸣者啊！所以呢，今天就临时由我来给大家主持这次的特别通讯，肯定不是提前计划好的啦。
Now he replayed it.
打完招呼，我们马上言归正传。明朝的最新一次测试刚刚结束，我们也收到了来自漂泊者们的无数反馈，相 相信大家也都很好奇，这一次测试结束之后，明朝的开发情况究竟如何呢？所以呢，今天也借着这一次特别通讯，希望和各位漂泊者们分享明朝的最新开发进度。不过在此之前，首先我要代表明朝全体开发组成员，向所有关注和喜欢明朝的漂泊者们表示感谢。明朝项目立项至今已经经过了3年多的时间。
3 years, wow.
2021年，明朝正式立项，开发组全员将明朝的世界的一砖一瓦砌成，迈出了全速前进的脚步。在这3年时间里，我们进行了多次测试，也做了许多新的尝试，也实现了很多想法。虽然期间也有不小的失误和问题，但也得到了许多漂泊者们的热情建议与反馈。无论对于我来说，还是对我们开发组的其他成员而言，这段经历都非常的宝贵。所以呢，今天我也很高兴的和大家宣布，截止目前为止，明朝的全球全平台预约正式突破1600万了。
Wow, that's a lot.
漂泊者们的支持
16 million.
同时，也为了回馈大家的支持，我们也将正式开启明朝预约里程碑活动，为全服玩家送出丰富的预约里程碑奖励。奖励内容包括贝币、高级共鸣触记、新生之外，还将包括象征着漂泊者们在明朝世界的旅途正式开启的
Nice.
机旅印章启程，以及最终达成里程碑将解锁最终奖励20枚晃生涡纹。关于预约里程碑活动的详情，大家可以在明朝官方网站正式更新后前往查看详细信息。
That's nice.
我们回到正题上来，关于大家都很关心明朝的调整和优化。首先，我想说，每个地区的玩家面谈的讨论，我们都有看到，有在思考大家的反馈。在此，请先让我再次感谢漂泊者们对明朝的喜欢和期待。你们的喜欢是我们改进的最大动力。为了不辜负这份期待，我们不会回避在这次测试中展示出来的问题，虚心接受各位漂泊者们的批评。我们相信，正是因为有大家对明朝的期待，才会给予我们批评和建议，让我们发现许多在开发过程中有所忽视和遗漏的问题，对明朝进行更加准确和有效的调优打磨。我们也很珍视以及重视这次测试大家给予的反馈。其实呢，早在测试开始前，开发组就已经迅速对部分大家关注的问题启动了优化流程。今天呢，我们也将就大家重点关注的几个问题，分享一些我们的优化成果以及后续优化的一些方向。首先，我们先来说一说深海。深海应该是这一次测试当中我们收到最多反馈的系统玩法了。在测试中，我们得到了大家对这个玩法的诸多肯定，但同时我们也收到了一样多的意见和批评。所以，我们先来聊一聊深海系统和养成方面的优化。我们的调整方向是通过各方面的减负，让大家的深海收集与养成有更好的体验。首先，关于大家都十分关注的深海无法回收的问题，我们将上线全新的数据融合功能。漂泊者们可以通过这个全新的系统，将多余的深海转化为新的深海。漂泊者们可以通过数据屋进入我们的数据融合界面，将多个多余未强化的深海进行融合。深海在融合之后，系统将根据漂泊者数据屋的等级，返还给漂泊者们至少1个随机深海。关于深海培养方面，我们还将增加调协器返还的设定。经过升级和调协的深海被用于其他深海升级时，系统将根据深海的培养情况返还一定比例的调协器。同时，关于大家反馈无音区产出过少的问题，我们也已经在上一次测试中进行了更新。现在大家通过无音区产出的深海和深海培养材料都有更加可观的提升，以及我们还将在未来优化复刷无音区的时间限制。然后我们来说一说意象深海。我们很高兴大家很喜欢意象深海的设定，但是我们也收到了许多的反馈，比如说好不容易得到了意象深海，但是属性不是我想要的，用不上，很浪费。为了解决这个问题，我们将上线全新的功能。当大家收集到某一种意象深海时，即可将该意象深海的外观装配到所有同类型的深海上了。大家再也不用担心自己辛辛苦苦获得的意象深海派不上用场。当然，关于深海系统，大家的反馈绝不止于此，还有很多体验方面的细节问题，这里没有一一举例。我们也将持续对深海系统的各项体验和数值进行优化， 让漂泊者们有更好的体验。接下来我们来说一说游戏剧情演出和任务流程方面的优化，这也是测试中大家反馈较多的部分。在测试中的剧情和演出流程上，确实存在细节打磨不够的问题，但同时这恰恰是游戏体验最重要的部分。在这里和大家分享一些我们的优化成果。首先和大家介绍一下后续剧情流程上主要调优的方向吧。我们将对目前的剧情线进行重新的梳理，包括优化任务流程和台本细节，在任务流程和环节上进行更加合理的配置，让大家在前期的剧情任务中有更加舒适的体验。举个例子，在优化后的剧情中，漂泊者会遇到一些意想不到的意外情况，比如提前见识到未曾谋面的敌人和威胁。
又回到原点了，还有这轮月亮，究竟是？前面的是残像吗？
在过场剧情和角色对话中，一些镜头调度较粗糙，角色没有动作表情和口型等打磨不足的问题，我们也已经启动了针对性的持续优化。在这里和大家分享一些已经完成的优化成果吧。
怎么了？你倒是消息很灵通。确实是很美妙的数据，品味不错。哼，既然你话都说到这份上了，
漂泊者，你有没有感觉莫特斐先生现在的表情变得柔和了？还没有拜托莫特斐先生帮忙组装，看来莫特斐先生还需要一些时间，在这里旁听着会不会不太好？漂泊者，我们等等再过来吧。
这都3更天了，能不困吗？哦，我答应带你去吃一顿，可没忘。但3更天，夜市都收摊了，只能明早起早了。在当值前约上泱泱白纸你，明早攀花饭馆，不见不散。盼花爷，我带朋友来了，这次要3碗小面，加辣的。
剑心小道长，可寻到所要寻之人？是，小道已寻到支援小兄弟，接下来打算随伏波运送物资的队伍返回城内，先去与宗业爷爷报个平安。有缘遇见2位，甚幸之。
在这几段剧情对话中，我们重新为过场剧情配置了镜头，并为角色增加了更多的动作和表情，让剧情体验更加舒适。
It does look bad. It does look really good.
也将持续关注这部分的优化，包括主线剧情和重要剧情中角色的配音和动作的完善。当然，具体的优化就等着下次和大家见面时由大家亲自体验了。对了，银铃的半星任务也已经完成了制作，在这里和大家分享一点线索吧。
Ooh, those fingers.
在银铃的半星任务中，漂泊者们可以和银铃这个亦正亦邪的巡卫展开一段紧张刺激、惊心动魄的同行故事。更多信息这里就先卖个关子了，敬请期待吧。说完了深海系统和剧情任务流程，接下来我们要说的模块也收到了许多的反馈，那就是我们的声音效果。
Sound
我
effects.
们也
Yeah.
已经有了一些优化进展，可以和大家分享。我们对包括角色战斗音效、过场动画音效、深海技能音效等在内的音效进行了优化升级。不如直接来听一听吧。
他们该退场了。差不多该结束了。玄思要谢幕了。
It does sound a lot more dramatic now.
关于角色的战斗音效部分，我们主要对音效的种类和强弱区分进行了重点的优化调整，让武器的打击感拥有更强的正反馈。同时，过场动画中的剧情深化体验也是我们后续优化的重点。我们 们也对过场动画的演出音效进行了大量的优化。
That's pretty cool. I like that. It's
作为
dramatic.
特色玩法，深海的音效我们也进行了针对性的优化。现在深海技能会有更加实实在在的打击感了。
这个我擅长。这样用吗？
Yeah.
这个我擅长。这样用吗？
I know I saw some players complaining about how it's like, oh, it's not very dramatic. It's not, you know,
期间大家较多
you don't feel like you're hitting, and now you do.
同步等问题，我们也进行了补充与完善。声音作为明朝世界观组成的重要元素，我们十分重视，也会保持不断的调整优化，争取为大家带来更好的听觉体验。另外，还有一个漂泊者们关心的问题，我们也已经有了全新的进展。明朝的手柄支持以及自定义键位功能，我们也已经基本开发完毕。同时，在此基础上，我们也将持续打磨明朝的操作手感。当然，我们收到的反馈绝对不止于我上面提到的这些，还有很多我没有提到的其他反馈，比如肉鸽玩法的优化、跑酷玩法的优化、开放世界探索体验的优化，我们也在积极的推进当中。今天在这里就暂时不展开做介绍了。最后，再次感谢测试当中给予反馈的各位漂泊者。说完了那么多的优化和调整，其实今天的特别通讯还有一件特别重要的事情想要和大家宣布。
Okay.
不过在此之前，我们先来看一段明朝。
He's killing us.
One of the Threnodians will soon be reawakened. They are the enemies of human civilizations.
To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
If all of these have something to do with your true identity, then who exactly are you?
Moreover, you possess a similar ability with the legendary hero who once absorbed Threnodian. Jue prophesied about your arrival. After all this effort, do you truly want to throw it all away?
Ultimately, I suppose it is up to you to discover the final definitive answer for yourself.
Oh boy.
No matter what happens, my sword is always yours.
Here you are.
Besides, not seeing the opponent heightens the thrill of the game.
Do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lab? Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin.
Interesting.
没错，明朝公测正式定档啦！
Hey! May 22nd.
明朝确定将于2024年5月23日正式开启全球同步全平台正式公测，同步实现 PC、iOS、安卓平台，作为一款全平台数据互通的开放世界动作。漂泊者们可以随时随地在各个设备间切换游玩明朝。明朝的 App Store、Google Play 预约也已经正式开启，欢迎大家现在就扫描下方
Pre-register. Make sure you pre-register.
正式预约明朝。
Not all the time.
哦，是纪言将军的通讯。北洛也发生了长相潮，大家都奋战在一线，我也不能落下，我也要启程去北洛野了。今天代理值班研究员的班就上到这里啦。以上就是本次明朝特别通讯的全部内容啦，拜拜。记得预约明朝哦。
Oh, I was like, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, of course, it did say turtle. Like, whoa, there he goes. All right, nice. They were right. Everybody was saying, "Oh, it's gonna be in May. It's like May 30th or May 20 something or whatever." Uh, Look at that though. Oh gosh. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like after he did the whole pre-registration thing at the beginning, and like, oh, there's rewards and stuff, and I thought to myself, oh, that um, if he is doing the pre-registration, but they don't mention that oh the global is gonna be done, and also he was like kind of killed us, like, oh, we got one more thing, but here's another preview, and I'm like, ah, but that was pretty good. It was pretty good. See what the chat's doing. Cry console players. Finally in the App Store. Can't wait to experience the new game. I hate all these whole Genshin could never and buy Genshin. It's like fine, we don't want you then. I like Genshin. I'm still gonna be playing it. Like you can't just be happy to have the game come out. No, you gotta compare it to another one. Close that because it's full of jerks. But yeah, that was pretty good. It was pretty good. Go through some of this stuff. Like I thought the trailer was really really cool. It was nice that the general showed up at the end. I thought that was cool.
难道是速回也要来了吗？而且这开发组全员将明朝的世界
They have been working on it for a long time.
中达成里程碑，将
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. He says that they already had 16 million, so which means I guess we're already to this one, but we still need quite a few more. Yeah, so what is this? These were going by so quickly, I was still half asleep, so I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so 10 million is advanced residence potion, 20 million, or no, it goes this way. 20 million. 5 million shell credit, 15 million astrit, 30 million lustrous tides, 10 million. Oh, it's bouncing back and forth. That's the weird way of setting it up. So shell credits, healing, asterite, which I think that's the pulling stuff. Sigil and root. I guess maybe this is a special thing. And then here's pulls, and then total followers across platform goals 50 million. Rangers series weapon of choice 1. Ooh. And a bunch of these weapons. This is kind of neat. So hopefully we can reach 50 million. That would be really cool. I really haven't run into a game that doesn't give out all the rewards they say, even if they didn't reach the pre-registered mark. I think it ends up being like it creates negative start with your players if you like say you're gonna give them this stuff, but then oh, you guys only got 49 million, so oh, too bad you don't get this last part. Like what? Like that's unfair to the 49 million people that signed up. So hopefully they will, even if we don't reach that, although pre-register. Everybody who's watched this video, pre-register. So we got that, which is good. And then he goes into talking about all the updates, which we kind of talked about the sound. I'm glad they updated it. It definitely sounds a lot more dramatic now. I know people were talking about how the ecosystem needed a little bit of updating, and they definitely seemed like they fixed that.
批评，所以我们先来聊一聊生态系统和养成方面的优化。我们的调整方向是通过各方面的减负
Yeah, reducing the grind.
以养成有更好的体验。 首先，关于大家都十分关注的深海无法回收的问题，我们将上线全新的数据融合功能。漂泊者们可以通过这个全新的系统，将多余的深海转化为新的深海。漂泊者们可以通过数据屋进入我们的数据融合界面，将多个多余未强化的深海进行融合。
I think this is a good way because, I mean, if you're encouraging the players to go collect echoes as much as possible, or they're like collecting echoes automatically, you're gonna have a lot of them that you're like, yeah, we don't need these, you know. So you're gonna want to you have some way where you could kind of like properly recycle them instead of just okay, just throw them away. It's like, game, you're the one who made me pick them up. That's good. I'm kind of wondering though about how that's gonna work out. Like, is there gonna be like a guide, like, oh, you put, 3 of this one together and it creates this bigger one, or is it gonna be like completely random on which one it is?
漂泊者们至少一个随机深海。关于深海培养方面，我们还将增加调谐器返还的设定。经过升级和调谐的深海被用于其他深海升级时，系统将根据深海的培养情况返还一定比例的调谐器。同时，关于大家反馈无音区产出过少的问题，我们也已经在上一次测试中进行了更新。
More adjustments, so more drops. That's good. Yeah, I know with Genshin, for example, they whatchamacallit, with like artifact grinding, like the people are like, I think a lot of people end up driving themselves crazy for artifact grinding, and they're just like, oh, there's not enough, or they're always the wrong one. And since the echoes seem to be kind of the artifacts, you definitely want to make that as less grindy as you can, without making it so that it's just given to the player.
培养材料都有更加可观的提升，以及我们还将在未来优化复刷无音区的时间限制。然后我们来说一说异象深海。我们很高兴大家很喜欢异象深海的设定，但是我们也收到了许多的反馈。
I like the phantom or shiny echoes. Yeah, that's what everybody keeps calling them, the shiny ones.
比如说，好不容易得到了异象深海，
I got a phantom echo.
不是我想要的。
It's made sense. So it's completely waste of my time.
解决这个问题，我们将上线全新的功能。当大家收集到某一种异象深海时，即可将该异象深海的外观。
Yeah, I thought this was important. I saw this and I didn't get to mention about it because I was trying to move around a little, but I think this is good because then it's kind of like, oh, I have this version that I've loved for so long, or I've used, and it's really good stats and things, but then I got the shiny version, and it's like, if the shiny version isn't any better than the one you have, it's a lot nicer to just kind of like apply the shiny coat to the one that you care about, and it's been like, oh, okay, it kind of evolved type of idea, versus having to ditch that one and then use the new one. That's why, like in Pokemon, I never do like shiny hunts of my my party, because I'd feel bad about like, oh, I want to use this shiny version, but I've been with these other ones for the whole game, and I'm kind of attached to them now. They've also like fully leveled up and everything, so it would be a lot more work to level up the tiny version, and so on. However, makes sense though that you'd have it like this. That's an important change.
不用担心自己辛辛苦苦获得的异象深海派不上用场。当然，关于深海系统大家的反馈绝不止于此，还有很多体验方面的细节问题，这里没有一一举例。我们也将持续对深海系统的各项体验和数值进行优化，让漂泊者们有更好的体验。接下来，我们来说一说游戏剧情演出和任务流程方面的优化，这也是测试中大家反馈较多的部分。在测试中的剧情和演出流程上，确实存在细节打磨不够的问题。但同时，这恰恰是游戏体验最重要的部分。在这里和大家分享一些我们的优化成果。首先，和大家介绍一下后续剧情流程上主要调优的方向吧。 我们将对目前的剧情线进行重新的梳理，包括优化任务流程和台本细节，在任务流程和环节上进行更加合理的配置，让大家在前期的剧情任务中有更加舒适的体验。举个例子，在优化后的剧情中，漂泊者会遇到一些意想不到的意外情况，比如提前见识到未曾谋面的敌人和威胁。
又回到原点了。
对，
还有这轮月亮，究竟是
I don't know about this part. I mean, I guess if it makes the story more dynamic and everything, but I hope it's not like distracting.
前面的
So
像吗？
关于在过场剧情和角色对话中一些镜头调度较粗糙，角
yeah,
色没有动作
I was
表
watching this and at first I didn't know what he was showing, because I looked away. But
和大家分享一些已经完
yeah, the camera does definitely look better.
你倒是消息很灵通。
They didn't really have a before and after, so I wasn't sure what changed, but I think dynamic camera movements are very important to this stuff, because if you don't, then they're just kind of like models just standing there talking.
确实是很美妙的数据，品味不错。哼，既然你话都说到这份上了，
漂泊者，你有没有感觉莫特斐先生现在的表情变得柔和了？
So like they zoom in on these two, and they'll be like, "Okay, we're having a private conversation. Let's just
还需要一些时间，
talk to him later."
在这里旁听着会不会不太好？漂泊者，我们等等再过来吧。
这都3更天了，能不困吗？哦，我答应带你去吃一顿，可没忘。但3更天，夜市都收摊了，只能明早起早了。在当值前约上泱泱白纸你，明早攀花饭馆，不见不散。盼花爷，我带朋友来了，这次要3碗小面，加辣的。
剑心小
I like that part. The whole kind of like, instead of them just standing there and her waving and stuff, it's like, oh no, we're kind of cozy. We're sitting down for a meal, and hey, can you order me some noodles and stuff like that? It really gives a bit more life to the whole thing instead of it just being a static. Everybody's sitting at the table and, oh, can we get noodles? So it's like it's the same thing when you're watching a movie. You need to have those kind of nice camera angles to kind of increase or convey the feelings that are supposed to be coming across with the lighting and the voice and the actors and so on. And if you don't do that, it's kind of like it's sort of flat.
小道长，可寻到所要寻之人？是，小道已寻到支援小兄弟。接下来打算随伏波运送物资的队伍返回城内，先去与宗叶爷爷报个平安。有缘遇见2位，甚幸之。
在这几段剧情对话中，我们重新为过场剧情配置。
Yeah, so they updated that. This looks pretty cool. I looked at it, I was like, oh, look at the lights, and then those are all fingers. Like, wow, giant hands. It like gives me a Puppet Master vibes. But that looks pretty cool. I like how kind of like, it's interesting because she has sort of a, oh, look how colorful she is, but she's not extra bright. She's still matching in with the environment around her, even with like the glowy bits and stuff like that. But she seems like a really cool character. So, and there's the rover in the background. So kind of cool.
说完了深海系统和剧情。
And let's see. Then they talked about the sound effects, and I kind of like I said, the sound effects. A lot of the people I saw that had said, "Oh, they're not dramatic enough. They seem kind of flat. Whatever. I like the ones from the first beta better, and it looks like they have updated it. So they definitely sound better. I'm glad that they showed the before and after because it makes a lot more sense." But yeah, like this scene. Like this scene needs dramatic sound.
我们也对过场动画的演出音效进行了大量的优化。
Yeah, it's like yeah, you could also hear some of the music in the background for that part too. It's interesting too because when you think about it, it's like with the way that the camera was following the general. I don't remember what his name is right now. Or I kind of remember, but I don't want to say it wrong. But like when the camera is getting real close to him or in the sky, you're obviously going to hear a lot of noise from the wind rushing by, and it's like it wasn't enough with the before. It was like, okay, I hear it, but it sounds like I'm, standing near an open window, not flying through the air. In this case now it's like, oh no, it's updated, so that's good.
当然，作为明朝的特色玩法，深海的音效我们也进行了针对性的优化。
And they did the echo sounds.
更加实实在在的打击感了。
I like the little growl the one did.
这样用吗？这个我擅长。这样用吗？
最后，针对测试期间大家较多反馈的声音缺失、音画不同步等问题，我们也进行了补充与完善。声音作为明朝世界观组成的重要元素。
Yeah, I was actually kind of semi-shocked when they went into the closed beta 2 and the sound seemed off and not complete. Because I was like, I mean, I know this is a closed beta, but like, who forgot to unmute? Where's all the sound effects? But I figured that they were working on that already and just being like, okay, we just haven't finished in the time for the closed beta, so we're just going to not include them this time. And if the game had come out like that, I could see that people would be like, what's going on? Like, update please. This isn't any good.
我们十分重视，也会保持不断的调整优化，争取为大家带来更好的听觉体验。另外，
But these people seem to really care about this game, and they really care about their players, which is really important.
还有一个漂泊者们关心的问题，我们也已经有了全新的进展。明朝的手柄支持以及自定义键位功能，我们也
Yeah, I plan on playing this for
同时在此基础上
on PC, and I'll be using the keyboard and the mouse.
当然，我们收到的反馈绝对不止于我上面提到的这些，还有很多。
But I'll be using the keyboard and the mouse, which I usually do. Hi, Blaze. Oh, nice Paimon. Yeah, we're just going over the stream. The game's coming out on May 22nd, 23rd, depending on the time zone. So yay! Pretty cool.
我没有提到的其他反馈，比如肉鸽玩法的优化、跑酷玩法的优化、开放世界探索体验的优化，我们也在积极的推进当中。今天在这里就暂时不展开做介绍了。
He said, but that's all we're going to talk about today. And I was like, oh no.
最后，
Yeah.
再次感谢测试当中给予反馈的各位漂泊者。说完了那么多的优化和调整，其实今天的特别通讯还有一件特别重要的事情想要和大家宣布。不过在此之前，我们先来看一段明朝全新的实际 PV 吧。
Yeah, I thought that this trailer was pretty good. We'll watch it again, but I was thrown off a little bit by some of the English voices. I don't know, some of them don't sound as good, but we'll have to see. They might get adjusted before the game goes live. We'll have to see, and we'll have to see how they sound in context. It's kind of hard to tell because pretty much it seems like none of the voice clips are matched up with the characters in this one because there's so much action going on. But you'll see what I mean here.
Threnodians will soon be reawakened.
They are the enemies of human civilization.
One quick thing to mention, I like this part. Where'd it go?
The Threnodians will soon be reawakened.
This part. It's like, he's got a wing. That's a wing. I'm like, that's cool. I'm always a big fan of winged characters. So I'm like, that's neat.
They are the enemies of human civilizations.
To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
If all of these have something to do with your true identity, then
I like that girl's voice.
who exactly are you?
Like, your guess is as good as mine at this point.
Moreover, you possess a similar ability with the legendary hero who once absorbed Threnodian.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering too about that, you know, because they talk about, like, I mean, we've seen the opening where the rover is basically pushed into this world by that goddess character. I don't remember what people were calling her. But it pushed into this world, and they wake up, and of course they have no idea where they are, and so on. And so I was like, oh, your memories, and it's another one of those, oh, you forgot your memories, so you could be a kind of a self-insert for the player and have a different personality depending on the player. But we will find out as we go through of who we were at some point.
Joy prophesied about your arrival.
After all this effort, do you truly want to throw it all away?
Oh, there's Scar.
Ultimately, I suppose it is up to you to discover the final definitive answer for yourself.
No matter what happens, my sword is always yours.
Here you are.
Besides,
I say, some of these monsters are really terrifying. I was watching Poppy Playtime the other day, and we got to a thing called the prototype, and he's just like a hand, with like a spindly spider metal finger hand. But it reminds me of this. It's like he's got bones in it and stuff, so it's kind of like, oh gosh, you know. It gives me kind of a same vibe to it. She's beautiful though. She's really nice.
not seeing the opponent heightens the thrill of the game.
Do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lab? Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin.
Yep, and there we go. Launching on May 22nd PT, so I guess Pacific time. Open world action RPG. Oh. See. I think basically almost every character they have in the game is on this splash page. So we got the two rovers, we got Yang Yang, the general, Bai Li, too early, I can't remember what her name is, but oh, they don't have that little blonde girl with the flowers. They don't have her on here, but they have Danji, so that's nice. And they, of course, they've Scar. Maybe they picked up on how much people like Scar because he's huge here. He's just like, yes, you want Scar? Here you go. I like the confetti. Yay!
明朝确定将于2024年5月23日正式开启全球同步全平台正式公测，同步上线 PC、iOS、安卓平台。
Yeah, this is good. If they hadn't added PC here, I would be like, what? That was better than Tower Fantasy. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, at least the one good thing was that when they were talking about the pre-registration rewards, they're having things like, oh, we're gonna give you a free weapon, and or free choice of weapon, and we're gonna give you like, you know, 20 polls right from the get-go as long as we reach the pre-registration rewards and stuff, or pre-registration goals. So that's pretty good. But yeah, it'll depend on, like, you know, how much in-game pulling currency you can get versus how much they want you to spend. on it, because I think that was one of the problems with Tower Fantasy, that its whole, I think it's like its gacha system was okay, but it never gave you enough funds to actually pull on the gacha system. And then it got, and then when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it did. So yeah, I think if you're going into the game with the idea of like, oh, okay, I'll just have these characters and I'll just play the game and I won't do any pulling. I'll just like focus on any currency I get. I'll use on getting clothes for my created avatar. Um, Apparently, I've heard that there's a lot of power creep in that one, so you technically can't just stick with the characters you have. So you're forced to pull, and it's like that's not nice. But yeah, hopefully this one will be more fair, which I think they will be, just because this group seems to really care about their player base and wanting to put a good foot forward, and you don't do that by draining your people. Also, too, Kuro Games has created Punishing Black Raven and a bunch of Punishing Gray Raven. I don't know why I said black. Punishing Gray Raven and other games, so they're already a big company. Unlike the company that made Tower Fantasy, which kind of was like very small and sort of was trying to make their money back quickly, and they kind of did it the wrong way. But anyway.
作为一款全平台、数据互通的开放世界动作游戏，漂泊者们可以随时随地在各个设备间切换游玩明朝。明朝的 App Store、Google Play 预约也已经正式开启，欢迎大家现在就扫描下方二维码或前往商店正式预约明朝。哦，是纪言将军的通讯。
Jiang, that's his name.
也发生了长相潮，大家都奋战在一线，我也不能落下，我也要启程去北洛野了。今天代理值班研究员的班就上到这里啦，以上就是本次明朝特别通讯的全部内容啦，拜拜。
I was waiting. He walked off, and then it's like, okay, we're.
记得预约明朝哦。
There you go. I was like, okay, we're looking at the empty chair, and then he's just like, oh, don't forget the pre-register. Also, she looks formidable. And we got the dancing turtle. And then the rover interrupts and jettisons him into outer space. But these places look really nice. It'll be fun to explore. Oh. Then I think it just... Yeah, it just has this last bit. But, yeah, it was pretty cool. I almost missed it, though. I woke up at 7 on the dot, and I was like... I expected to wake up earlier, but I opened my eyes at 7 o'clock on the dot. I went, oh my gosh, I'm missing the live stream. So I quick hopped up. I'm glad I left everything set up from last night. Because then I just had to kind of click start and go and everything like that. And I didn't miss any of it, so that's good. Alrighty. But wow, that was pretty good. It was pretty good. Anybody still talking? Chat is disabled for this live stream. Oh, they turned it off. It was going on here. It was saying a whole bunch of mean things about Genshin. I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. It's like you can praise this game without bashing another one, people. But yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so we've been streaming for about 50 minutes. Alright. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I for this weekend. I may be streaming tomorrow. I may not. We have Easter, and I don't know whether I'm gonna be celebrating that on Saturday or Sunday, because of issues. But whichever day I don't, I'll probably be streaming some Genshin and other things, and we'll go from there. Monday will definitely be Hot Cocoa Corner, though, as we go over what we're gonna be doing for that week and stuff to look forward to and things like that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming, and I will be uploading this video onto YouTube. So if you want to check it there, you can watch it even after it disappears on Twitch. And so there you go. All right. So thanks so much for coming, and I will see you later. Bye.